FC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
2 and now on first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Tua now, 3rd and goal. That swung out to Mostert. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop. Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass. Well, he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it. And when we look, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone. Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game. Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break? Back out there. Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. On 1, ready? The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. The first down.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Tua now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Here we go. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's able to find Melton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Tua.
Another catch for Melton. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 2nd and 12, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 1, ready? Here's 2nd and a yard.
Burrow will throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go. Here we go. 12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
To the air again, Burrow.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taking it about the 1.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
11.
Now it's Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Hill on the return. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
11 MT.
On 2nd and 1, Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here we go. Here we go. Get on.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Flow.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step it?
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
All year from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
11 Thomas.
On second and 10, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So second and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Brings up third and 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They find some open field here.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
68 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tua going to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Tua sets up to pass it. This pass complete to Melton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua.
Getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Ready, break. Jump, 17.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
To throw, Burrow. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Miami, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.